let's find it. Matthew 7 and 13. You know that one? Enter ye in at the straight gate. There we are. Right. Matthew chapter 7, verse 13. It says, enter ye in at the straight gate, and straight is spelled S-T-R-A-I-T, which is a place of difficulty, because this doctrine is very difficult for a lot of people to understand, but you are starting to understand it, which shows that you might be here with us soon. You see what I'm saying? You might be behind this sign with us soon. Lord's will, Lord's will. Trust me, this is a righteous thing you're doing. This will save you from judgment.
So what you guys don't know,
so Satan's always in the mix, but it's okay.
No. So what you guys don't know is by the Spirit we walk. So everybody's got different roles to play. So your role here is that it has my role is different.
He's right as well, because the Bible says the souls of the prophets are subject unto the prophets. You understand? So we could be Jeremiah and Ezekiel or whoever. You know? So we'll break down this one. Well, yeah, I'll break down this one quickly. Go on, Revelation 13 and 16, yeah? This is the incision, yeah? Revelation chapter 13 verse 16, and he calls it all, both small and great. Come on, small and great. Who's small in this world? The so-called Trump, or even us. We're small in this world. Are you known? Have you got like certain people that are on TV or on media? You're small in this world.
Small and great.
Exactly. Great would be someone like Jay-Z, someone like David, like Rockefellers, or you know, who's the guy that does Microsoft? Bill Gates. You know what I'm saying? That's someone that's large in this world. Continue on. Free and bond. Yeah? Whether you're incarceration or not incarceration. Right, and they show that in a lot of games as well. To receive a mark in their right hands or in their foreheads. Come. So how will they receive this mark? Yeah? Yeah, microchip. Continue. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Come. So on your products that you buy already, you already have a barcode. That barcode they're going to put to implant inside you, which will knock one of the books on the side. They're going to knock one of that barcode there. They're going to put it inside you, yeah, and plant it inside either your hands or any part of the body, basically. Because some people try and be smart and say, well, if I get in my butt cheek or in my forehead, you know what I'm saying? Exactly, because that mark, when you look at it in the Greek, that is karagma, which means an insert under the skin, yeah, or under the flesh. Okay. So the book on Revelation chapter 20 verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahweh Shai, for the word of the Most High Yahweh, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads, or in their hands. In their forehead or in their hands. Worshipping the beast and the image, that's NATO. Yeah, the beast is NATO. The image is this society and what they're pushing right now. Wait, hold your peace, we're just dealing with one first. Okay? And that also shows, because no one has two left hands or two right hands. So it shows regardless of where you have it in your body. Do you see what I'm saying? Because you've got people that are paralyzed. So they might have the chip put in their skull or their forehead. Do you see what I'm saying? Because even in the army we saw on certain videos, certain people that was in the armed forces, they have it under their tongue or whatsoever. But even if you have it under the skin, the word there, karagma, which means an insert under the skin, an incision. So wherever it is under the skin, it could be behind your ear. Yeah, it don't matter where it is, you've got an incision, that's your mark. And after that, you're gone. 13 and 16. Revelation chapter 13 verse 16. And he calls it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that have the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So the name of the beast and the number of his name, that's that barcode, that's that chip, that's the society. Okay, yeah, the circle 666. Okay, and he will cause you. You know what I'm saying? How is he going to cause you? Yeah, he's going to shut down all these shops. He's going to break the dollar, which will affect the pound. That's why the dollar and the pound is almost close now. They're almost touching. Yeah, it's hyperinflation. You got going to the shops. That same tenor that you used to have, yeah, it's not carrying you as far as it used to. Yeah. Get me Leviticus. This is the mark, another mark basically. Leviticus, when I was talking about if they put a ball in the ear by a slave, if you want to be Leviticus 19 and 28. Because it says not to put any marks or cut off the flesh. Yeah? This is Leviticus chapter 19 verse 28. You shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead. So a cutting in the flesh is an incision, is it not? So you getting a chip anyway, you're breaking the law anyway. Because you're not supposed to have anything under your flesh. And then you're pledging allegiance to Satan, basically. It's like they're branding you. They basically want to put the Israelites back onto slavery. But they want to modernize it now, okay? Neither shalt thy marks, SALACHYA, neither, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord, Yahweh. And that corresponds with Revelations, okay? In Leviticus, that mark there is quaipa in the Hebrew, yeah? But not to print any marks. And yeah, that's basically the point there. Yeah, so that mark there is basically, we basically run through that for you.
No, I agree with this.
You know what I'm saying? But those other camps that they're saying, because they basically go around it, they beat around the bush and they don't tell you.
What's the reason why they do it?
Basically they've sold out and they've got filthy lucre.
Okay, I mean, don't have a particular reason why they're trying to avoid it.
Yeah. But the reason why, there's so many reasons why they're trying to avoid
I'm amazed why they're trying to avoid this.
No, you shouldn't.
No, the reason why I'm amazed is because what's there to hide about this? Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't affect their own doctrines, that's what I don't understand.
You sold out. You sold out, trust me. That's how the Bible says that a gift destroyeth the heart. And the heart is a hard, that's like it means a lab in the Bible, which means mind. Alright, so if you want to speak, that's like rappers and this and that. They're told what to sing about, you know. Beyonce is told to sing about independent women, this and that, even though she's got a man. So that shows how independent she is. But that shows that what? They're just puppets. But it works. Because these women out here think that they're independent. But the Bible says in, what is it, Isaiah 32 and 2, that 7 women shall go to one man in that day. That doesn't mean that he will tolerate them or he will take them. More time he might reject them. But it shows that what? It's the man that's got jurisdiction. Go on. That's going to show how precious actual man is in that day. Have you ever seen the Book of Eli, the movie The Book of Eli? Have you seen that? Exactly. Do you see the women clinging onto it when all hell was breaking loose? Right now, women, obviously, they're going like they're independent, they don't need a man, this, that, and the third. When shit is the fan, or when war breaks out, say there was an axeman around the corner right now, and there was a group of women here or a group of men over there, where they running to? They're running to the men.
There's nowhere to go.
Exactly, nowhere to go, but right now, because obviously Esau gives them that power, that levitation, that pedestal where to worship him, that's why right now, our people are treading on the foot, and they only push that on the Israelite man and woman. They don't push it on the other, they don't push it on the other races. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that 100%.
Go on. This is the reason why ISUPK and IUIC and GOCC as well, okay, and HODC don't teach about the mark of the... Can't, and can I add, they're in league with each other, okay? GMS, from a branch which we come from, yeah, we're not in league with those, because we're not going to correspond with them to hide the doctrine from our people.
This is why I want to find out why they're doing that.
And right, this is Titus chapter 1, verse 9, it says, holding fast the faithful word as ye have been taught, that you may be able to be set by SALACHYA, that you may be able by sound doctrine both to exhort and to convince the gainsayers. And who is it that gainsay? Come up that chat shit, got arseholes talking about get a job but they don't know your life, got idiots that scoffers that walk on, but they're gonna pass on and be destroyed. You understand? Those are gainsayers. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, specifically they of the circumcision. And when it's talking about circumcision, it's talking about those that know that they're Israelites. It's talking about the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans that know they're Israelites. And what is it? Those other camps, ISUPK, IUIC, GOCC, HODC, they know that they're Israelites. So they're of the circumcision. We're of the circumcision because we know we're Israelites. Alright? For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. Can't. So one, wait, go to the read that little bit again, because they subvert whole houses. Yeah, a house is basically your line, your lineage, or a whole family. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole house, they're trying to subvert the whole house in Israel basically for their own wicked deeds. You know what I'm saying? For profit basically. Okay, because they're basically doing it more for the FRN. You Yeah, the FRN note that's about to crash. You know, if you've got a £10 note and it says, I promise to give the bearer on behalf of this money, innit? Because basically the tenner or £5 or £50 note you have in your pocket is an IOU. You're supposed to go to the bank and say, I want my £10 worth of gold, or I want my £10 worth of whatever. You can't go and do that. Why? Because the society's on his arse. You know what I'm saying? One, there's no gold in the vaults anyway, so you can't go there. You know what I'm saying? People don't understand that, but it's written on your £10, £5 note, and all of that.
I'm just amazed. I'm just amazed anyway. I'm just amazed that they refuse to acknowledge that. That's all.
Obviously, this is the reason why. Zephaniah 2. Oh, what? Two parts shall be killed off and die. All right. But this has to happen anyway. This has to happen because it's prophesied. Zechariah chapter 13 verse 8. It shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, Yahweh, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the 3rd part shall be left therein. Okay, so this has to happen anyway. 2/3 of our people are going to die anyway. That's why, you know, we don't come out here for all of our own people, because Yahweh, who the world calls Jesus Christ, is not coming back for the whole nation of Israel. He did that last time. He's come back for mainly the elect and the 1/3. Okay, and the Lord's will, we're part of the prophets and the 1/3. That's why, you know, it's an honourable thing to come out and do the works. It's basically a step closer to righteousness, because we're in hope. But you being on that side, you know, you don't really know. Obviously, it's good to learn that and be grounded. But once you're grounded, you can't just know this truth and just, you know, you can't just know this truth and hide your lamp under your bed. You know what I'm saying? Not everyone's going to be a prophet. There's helpers of the prophets. There's people that, you know what I'm saying, that can lead you part to the 1/3. But you knowing this truth, not doing anything about it, that's when you're going to run into high waters.
What I'm saying is, I'm looking at it.
Yes.
You see the guy right?
Yeah.
I know you guys are probably high five.
Right, but that shows that you have judged us.
What's that?
Because you judged us, oh yeah, they must have judged this and that. You do it unconsciously, everyone does it. No, but you do it, when you go into a shop and you see 2 things. Go on. Go explain. Yeah, but he judged incorrectly. Right.
What I'm saying is, he doesn't know anything.
Right.
What I've researched,
right.
I have maximum respect for anybody that comes out.
Right.
Speaking the truth. Right? Me, I'm looking at you guys, and I said to you, you guys, we have high-flying jobs, and we're doing this on the side.
Right.
Yes.
Well, the job is on the side, because this is the full-time thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
yeah.
like I say, I'm
yeah, I know.
I'm not going to do it.
But
what you guys are doing, you don't know.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But we're letting you know, because the scripture says, "He that knows the truth." But you know, you're not gonna. If you have a lamp. Yeah, I'm not saying what you are doing. I'm saying if you have a lamp, the scripture says if you have a lamp, you're not gonna hide it under your bed, are you? Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I know what you're doing. I'm just saying there's things that obviously will show obviously for righteousness. It says, remember, not everybody's a prophet. Everybody has their own office, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. Because remember the malefactor that was on the cross. Yeah, nobody knows what he did, but he still got saved, wasn't he? Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, but coming to judgment, we can judge according to the law. Because obviously, if for us, if we're, you know, us people, you know, say if you got a child and he's smoking, or you're smoking, and you're telling him, oh, don't smoke, and he's looking and saying, well, you're smoking, Dad. And I'm saying, so, but we can judge according to whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because if we're breaking the law, we can't judge you. That's what IUIC do. They say law, but they're breaking it up.
Because what I've realized, so many factions, I've been so many factions, and everyone can use the Bible to judge and condemn each other. I have to say, UICI guys, whatever they do, them guys, they know, obviously, they've packaged the work properly. Because it seems like they've done that.
But the elder used to be in the works, but he sold out. Nathaniel, he understands this doctrine, but he sold out. So he stopped saying certain parts of the doctrine. But this is about judgment, yeah? This is that's why he withholds the name. Yeah? That's why he don't go into the church. That's why he calls him Christ, Jesus, and all that. But before he was calling him Yahweh Shai. The Heavenly Father's name Yahweh and the Son's name Yahweh Shai. But now he stopped. And why has he stopped? For lucre, which is scary. For that money, for that, you know, that power.
I know this guy is Stephen Darby.
No. So he went back into the word basically.
No, you have to come back to the word. But he's still in preaching about love. He's mixed with
You can't mix it. You can't mix the doctrine. So he's
what you're doing. That's what you guys do.
yeah. But what is love according to the Bible?
How they describe it, how those guys describe it, God's love for humanity, that's based on the Hebrew Israelite. It's not based on anybody else.
That's right.
So, but then you agree with them.
Yeah, but when you said he went back into Christianity, it's insane. That's what confused me a little bit. But let me get this about the judgment, yeah?
When I say children establishment, he's preaching about love. He's also talking about the Hebrew Israelites. Those guys don't talk about love. Their love they talk about is God's love for Israel.
Right.
That's it. Everybody else can mention them.
Right. But see that when you get the Christianity thing, that's why if someone comes up to us and says, "You guys Christians," we say no, because we understand what Christian obviously is for. But back in the day, when who wrote Jesus Christ was about, they would call him Christian, yeah. It's like they'll call his followers Christian, yeah, because that's Christ. It just means the anointed. So they'll just call him anointed followers because it was used as a derogatory term. Yeah, the Christian nowadays, they follow paganism, sun worship, which came from, you know about Constantine, yeah, and Constantinople, about sun worship and all that. Yeah, and what's her name? What's the Queen of Heaven and all that? That's why they go to church on a Sunday. Yeah, and Easter Sunday, how the hell can you have Easter Sunday when who the work of Jesus Christ rose on a Monday? No, we're just asking you rhetorical questions, to be honest. Let me read the scripture real quick, yeah? This is 1 Corinthians.
I was trying to explain it the way, because he was preaching in a church,
Yeah.
but he only had his family there, to be honest with you.
Right.
But the stuff, I mean, if you research it, Stephen Darby, you will see what I'm talking about. He's saying exactly what we're saying, but it's not coming from the way those guys are coming from, where they come from the seeds. This is come from the seeds.
Right. But yeah, let me read this here. Yeah. None of that about mindless genealogies. The Bible says don't whine about genealogies and all that. It's unnecessary. Striving's about genealogies. That's what they're doing. Yeah. Let me get the scripture because this is overdue, yeah? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned. And that's mainly talking about the Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans that don't know the Israelites. Okay? So they're talking about, when they talk about judge, they're like, oh, the Bible says you can't judge. The Bible says you can't be a hypocrite in judgment. If I smoke and you smoke, I can't tell you not to smoke because I'm smoking. That's what the Bible says, be careful what you judge, for that same judgment will land on you because I'm doing the same thing you're doing. That's what that means, but they don't know that breakdown. One second, let me finish this. It says to take the malt out of thine eye before you take the malt out of thy brother's eye. I'm saying, because if he was out here telling me about like IRC, do this, that and the third, because whatever, but I'm not doing myself. If I had a lineup and I'm saying you're not supposed to be having lineups, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, the scripture says the congregation of hypocrites shall be desolate. Right, and this is the pinnacle, yeah? But he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he is judged of no man. And Christians hate that scripture. We're also encoded as well. And they really don't like us, especially older people when they come up as well. Because I've never heard of that scripture before. You see what I'm saying? I'll read it again, yeah? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, Yahweh, for they are foolishness unto him. What's the natural man? Yeah. Right, they're carnal. You see what I'm saying? The doctrine's not been given to them. For they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned, as we talked about. They're spiritually discerned, they're carnal, they're not spiritually connected with the Most High because the Most High has cut them off. He's chosen not to deal with them. Alright? Because once again it says in Matthew 13, I have chosen you have not chosen me. But Christian churches blame the women and say, oh, I found God and I chose God and I let him into my life. No, you didn't. You didn't find Satan. You see what I'm saying? Verse 15, but he that is spiritual judgeth all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. You see what I'm saying? Right? So us, we can judge. We judge in righteousness then. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, everyone judges. You do it automatically. Everyone does it automatically, but then when you don't know the breakdowns, they say, oh, you can't judge and this and that. Really? So when you go into a shop and you choose one thing over the other, I mean, you're not judged. You see what I'm saying?
When I was talking about judging, I was talking about, you said I was judging and I said I wasn't.
No, but the way you, because you do it automatically. So I'm not saying you were judges, but not in, you're judging us in righteousness. You can't not judge. When you bought that hat, did you not judge that hat over another hat?
Okay, let me ask you a question. How do you think, in your interpretation, how do you think I was judging?
In righteousness.
How?
Because you say, you know what, these guys, I know, I've done my research, I know what I'm talking about, so they must know what they're talking about, so they must have judged this and that, and you judged us in righteousness. That's why you stayed up here. But that idiot that came out, he judged us in unrighteousness, and a curse got put on him as well.
What I'm trying to explain to you is, I don't care whether you're a job or not.
Right.
Yeah, I don't care.
I understand what you're saying, because you said, oh, I thought obviously that we must have been high paying jobs or da, 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 but
I'm just giving you an example. I don't care about what you've got. I'm just saying that's a biblical thing. You're here.
no, we really don't. Like, I'm saying that judgment there isn't really, it's not weighty judgment, it's just basically you're just your own opinion. It's not really like, it's not really. Yeah, no, I'm saying that gesture there was just an opinion. Us doing out the work, yeah.
Yeah, you're doing the important thing, that's what I'm saying. When you said I was judging, I said, no.
Basically, it's like almost like a choice.
Well, I wasn't judging, that's the whole point. Okay, that's fine.
But can't, what, do you believe in the Bible? So do you know that you're supposed to have a beard on your face? You know that you're supposed to have a beard on your face?
You know, go to Leviticus.
Leviticus?
You go to Leviticus, you follow the whole laws.
Yeah. To the best of our ability. Judges.
What I mean is, if you don't follow all of them, right,
Yeah.
you've got a problem. You have to follow everything.
Yeah, but you have to follow it to the best of our ability. We're in captivity right now.
No. So you can't.
It's not, you can't. The laws ain't going to save you. You just got to rehearse the righteous acts.
Where does it say in the Bible that God should follow to your ability?
Get me
I'm going to find out what it says. If righteousness can save us,
Come, get me Judges 11 and 5.
What he's saying is, I'm just looking at it.
Yeah, that's
And I'm saying to him, it's fine. Why are you not following the whole thing?
Because you're supposed to do it to the best, like you're supposed to at least, it's works basically. Your works are shown through faith. Me having faith, it shows my works. It shows I keep a beard on my face through faith.
Yeah, but there's a lot more that you have to follow.
Yeah, I understand that, but in captivity, there's only so much you can do.
No. There's some stuff in captivity you can still do and you're not doing it.
Like,
follow 10 commandments, you can't.
what do you mean?
Follow 10 commandments.
What's the 10 Commandments?
You know 10 commandments.
Yeah, you said you follow the 10 Commandments, so for you to say that, you must know them. The shoes? Yeah, not mixed garments.
Even that, you're not supposed to be wearing.
Mixed garments, exactly. So they wear 100% like certain material.
That's why, so we don't need to go on to that way. When it starts getting petty, this is where it comes.
No, that's not petty, but that's understood. That's where grace comes in.
Because this is what I'm saying. So if I'm not wearing a beard, this is where grace comes in.
No, because you can wear a beard. Okay? Because what's stopping you from having a beard?
What if I can grow a beard?
Then you can't grow a beard.
Exactly, so where I can talk about.
But where you can grow a beard, the only thing that's stopping you is you cutting it off. Because you're not going to stop growing a beard.
What if I can't grow a beard?
No, but you can grow a beard. You leaving it will not a beard grow when you leave it.
What if I can't? What happens?
Can you grow a beard?
No, that's not
No,
what
what if you can't?
What if I can't?
Then I just told you, then you can't grow a beard. I know certain brothers in the streets that almost have baby faces. Because they can't produce hair on their face. But you can grow a beard, because I can see the shave marks.
No, because what it is, I can't grow my beard as much as that.
You don't have to grow it as much as certain brothers have longer beards than I do.
Exactly. But what I'm saying to you is, the way you're judging, the same way those people Israelites, they're the slaves.
No, they can't. They can't.
And they will.
Can't. Which Israelites would that be?
the ones we just mentioned, the high school.
No, because unless they're lined up, then they can't.
And the reason why,
Because-
is because they're brutally, they follow a lot of the laws.
They don't. They come out and say law, law, law. They got lineups on. They can't. One of the laws is not to shape up your head, and they shape up their head. How is it petty? What's the scripture says if he break even one of the smallest laws and teach men so, you know what I'm saying? He should be counted least in the kingdom. Because that's one of the least laws, just keeping the beard in your face. It's a small law. You still got to keep it to the best of your ability.
You know what you said?
Yeah, I quoted the scripture, yeah?
You said, he who doesn't look, follow the smallest.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
He should be counted as the least in the kingdom.
Now, if you're not following all the laws, that means you're breaking.
Let me read this.
This is Galatians chapter 2 verse 21, yeah? And it says, I do not frustrate the grace of Yahweh. For if righteousness cometh by the law, then Yahushai's death is in vain.
Exactly, so that's why we can't keep the law 100%.
Okay, it's the same.
So when you get IUIC, no, it's not the same here. Because you can grow a beard.
No. You see the problem is, because it has to be.
Has to be.
What you're determining, you have to have a beard. So therefore,
No, but I'm saying, yeah, you cut your beard off, do you know?
You see how you on the beard?
No, I'm pointing out one thing. There's many things I could go into.
I'm pointing now on your shoes. You should be wearing shoes.
Yeah, but I've already told you that we understand. Why? We can't.
No, you're not supposed to be wearing shoes.
Why should we be wearing
Where does it
shoes?
say that you should be wearing shoes?
Did you know who the one called Jesus Christ wears shoes? Did you know who the one called Jesus Christ wears shoes?
Sandals.
These shoes, right?
Yeah?
People have no, a lot of people died making those shoes.
Yeah?
Exactly.
Heathens started making these shoes.
And some of your own brothers, died making those shoes. And you're sitting there wearing them.
But you're wearing them Timbs as well, so it's not.
I'm already condemned anyway, like from your eyes.
You're not already condemned. You don't really want to bring it upon you, but I'm saying.
What I'm saying is, you're already condemned because I'm not wearing it. What I'm saying
No, I've judged you because you're not wearing a beard.
exactly, and I'm judging
But I'm just correcting you. I'm letting you know that's one of the laws. That's it. But
I'm also judging you based on these shoes you're wearing
One second.
and how many people have died, sacrificed. These people are like yourself.
yeah,
Exactly. Some of them were Hebrews.
yeah. But your point is.
And the point is, you should not be judging because you guys are not following the law 100%.
We're following the law to the best of. We're never gonna get 100% unless I've got. Okay, wait, one second. Okay, wait, watch this. I've got 100% cotton, yeah, true religion and stuff in my wardrobe, yeah. Am I gonna wear it every day because it's 100%? No.
Why don't you wear this every day then?
Can't wear it every day.
Why not?
One, it will start to smell. Because you can't wear it every day. We're in captivity.
If you're devoted,
11.
Yeah, but that's self-righteousness.
if you're devoted,
I could go and buy myself a glorious Hebrew Israelite garment. You really think I can wear that at work?
Yes.
They'll send me home.
Yes.
And I'll lose my job. The Bible says to be wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove.
if you're going to do it,
He's insane. God.
Get the judges level of 5, please.
if you're going to do it, you have to do it 100%.
Yeah, no, we're gonna. No, that's what. Yeah.
You can't be picking and choosing here.
Alright, cool. I know. I understand what you're saying. But we're in captivity right now. It's not picking and choosing. It's not done. 11 and 50.
They're all doing the same.
Rehearse the righteous act.
Everybody's at it.
No, rehearse. 5 and 11. Slack it. Because rehearsing the righteous acts doesn't mean you're going to get 100%. If you rehearse a play, are you going to get 100%?
So what would you give it? What percentage of it are you giving it?
Give him what?
Say, if I asked you, all the laws in Leviticus and thing, are you following it on? You said you
No, the scripture says all of our righteousness is as filthy rags. So even if I did keep 100% of the laws, it still counts as filthy rags because Daniel's 9:11 says all Israel has transgressed that law. So you can't win until Yahushua comes back.
how much percentage? I'm just going broad.
Judges follow
What percentage are you following?
Yeah, I'll break this first. Exactly. No, we'll show you. No. We can. We'll show you. Alright, listen, go. This is Judges, chapter 5, verse 11. They that are delivered from the nose of archers in the places of drawing water. And the nose of archers are what? Basically those what is it? The ICBM missiles that are about to rain down on this place, mainly America, which shall be the lake of fire, which the Heavenly Father speaks of. Yeah, those are the archers. Those are the archers that they speak of. Yeah, in the places of drawing water. If you're drawing water, are you not a servant? You draw water for who? Those that are above you. Do you not?
They that are delivered from the nose of archers in the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh.
Can't. So we're rehearsing the righteous acts in captivity. Okay? So you're saying what percentage can I keep? Technically 0. I can't keep all the laws. And I'm not going to get saved off the law.